Hello, everybody. It's a Sunday meet. Thank you for joining us as we go to Hollywood Bets Kenilworth and look forward to this 9-race program. Very interesting card too. Some quality horses running as well. Reminder about our Twitter account at Waiter to Win. If you do use Twitter, otherwise WhatsApp, very simple. Email your name and your email address to the admin department on that and managing that number. And we, of course, will add you to our family group. Right, let's get in. Got Daryl Marie and Darren Burrows going to have a look at this meeting. We'll start with Darren Burrows. Looks like Eric Sands is also in the first race, Darren. Carry Cow, it looks very hard to beat, priced up even money or thereabouts. Second choice in the market is from the Justin Snaith stable, Cider House Rules, who they've got at 5-2. And then you can get about 8-1 and better bar those. But perhaps Eric Sands, we can strike early?
Definitely. This horse shouldn't get beat, Kariako. The drop back in trip's going to suit him. Last time out, over raced, only was found wanting the final 50 meters. The drop back to 1,000 is going to be ideal, and I think he'll win.
Okay, confidence. From that form line of ensuing, we saw one horse run and one horse win called William Rufus. So there's a bit of confidence. It does help, doesn't it, when you see them win?
Yes, he obviously has a clear winning chance over here. Clyde, touch on his work rider, Tamela. His last 2 wins happened to be with Billy Prestige, which was quite some time back.
Yes.
But he has been victorious in his work rider event, so he'll give it a good ride. Rafiki, on the other hand, Callum Dixon, he's probably the leading work rider in the Western Cape. He comes back in trip with a set of blinkers. He debuted in a work rider event. Doesn't have the strongest of form lines, but with Callum in the irons, he should be right there. And then Cider House Rules. Have a look at who he's contested races with in the past. Prevalence, Le Morne, Charles Dickens. So
top horses.
You can't ignore his chances.
Would you take the even money about the favourite or not?
I think it's a little bit skinny in a work rider event. I just want to touch on the work rider of Cider House Rules. Yeah. His last ride happened to be a winner. He won by 5 lengths for Justin Snaith. So personally, I'd be focusing on the exactas and trifectas, but Darren doesn't want to know. And neither do you, Clyde.
Yeah, I'm also very confident what I saw. I think it'll win. Okay, well, may Billy Prestige's work rider, Mr. Tamela, get on with it and hopefully bring us this horse home for the Eric Sands stable. Your uncle's lives in this island, Kariako. What's this?
That's correct. Believe it or not, Clyde.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Where is this, in the Caribbean or something?
That's correct, yes. His daughter.
You've got uncles in the Caribbean out of it, eh? Absolutely cruising. All right, well, let's have a look. Here's the first, what the guys recommend, race 1. And this is horse Darren wants to take all-ons. Kariako into bright green. That's his recommended double of the day. Feature race on the card, the Ready to Run Stakes today comes up later on. We'll talk about that just now. Second race is opening leg of the Bipot. Let's have a look at this middle stakes event. Run over 1,400 metres. Market's got them open. They bet 7-2 the field when we did the show on Friday. Don't forget we do this on a Friday. So Echo of Life is top of the boards. We've been saying that the stable is absolutely deadly right now. Eric Sands has got Perfect Trust as joint favourite at 7-2, but Candice Bass Robinson, they can do nothing wrong at the moment, Darren.
Can't do anything wrong at the moment, Clyde. My first choice is the Eric Sands horse, Perfect Trust. Now, go back to a penultimate start. She got beat 3.5 lengths by Echo of Life. She's 5 kilos better off. And last time out, showed good improvement with the cheek pieces fitted. So I'm going number 6 over number 7 from the Candice Bass Robinson stable, Fun Zone. A nice 3-year-old filly. I think she'll run well. And then Echo of Life for third.
Okay. So JP van der Merwe back on Perfect Trust. You like it?
Yes, she's also my first pick. Darren's touched on the weight reversal. So that puts in contention over here, Clyde. And also he touched on the cheek pieces that she tried last time out. If she adopts similar tactics, I expect her to go very close. Echo of Life now, she's always been highly regarded by the stable. She let the side down on numerous occasions, but it looks like she's finally found her feet and she's strung 2 wins together. Would be no surprise to see her pull off that hat-trick. But she does have her work cut out at the weights. And then, Clyde, I've just added in the Bipots number 8, Double Dream. Now, she's joint best weighted, right? She's joint best weighted. And I do believe she needed her comeback run. She's going to strip a lot fitter. And they've always thought quite highly of her too. So at the weight, she's going to finish right alongside the leading contenders over here. So
All right.
4, 6, and 8. I know it's a conservative play.
Okay, well, let's put bipods up then. We have got them now for you. So here we go. We'll have a look at what the recommended play is. And Daryl's going 4, 6, 8 by banker 2, by banker 10, by 2 and 5, by 1, 3, 6, 11, by 5 and 6. That's Daryl Marie's bipod. Place accumulator time, the thirds are 1400, maiden class field. I look at the market quickly, give you an idea. 28 to 10, about 3 Tuscany. Then you got Aphrodite 3 to 1, second choice. And Daisy Duke is at 7 to 1. Talk to Darren Burrows. I want to talk to you about Adam Marcus's runner. Darren, what do you know?
Well, I haven't spoken to Adam. I can always give him a call if you like, but I know he rates Aphrodite quite highly. And she showed good improvement from her first run to her second run. She was staying on nicely behind Hunting Trip. Now, Hunting Trip came out to win her very next start with 62 kilos. So that form line's good enough. I think she'll go close. And then Tuscany and 105th Avenue are her main dangers.
All right, you like Aphrodite or you've got something else in the mind?
I love Aphrodite. Clyde, I think this filly's been brought along slowly. And it's now time for her to crack, to get out the maiden ranks. Darren touched on the form line's been franked again. She's obviously extremely well related, half sister to Vardy and Universal. The 1400 is going to suit, the jock's going to suit, the draw is going to suit. I expect her to win. I'll be very, very disappointed if she gets beaten.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of this turn the page form line. So I'm playing to beat that. I'm going to make number 8, the danger, Venus de Malo. I think she showed nice improvement in her second start, and she could be a potential swinger exacta horse. So for me, I'll bank at the 2 in the bipods and the PA, and I recommend a win bet on her.
As well. Okay, so lots of confidence about Aphrodite from Daryl's side as well. So here's what we want to do this particular event. The plan is to go like this, take a place accumulator where Daryl's bankering the 2 here, bankering the 10 in the next leg, then 2 and 5, then 1, 3, 6, 11, then 5 and 6, then banker 2, and then 1, 3, 11 at the back. And he's spending 240 Rand to get that 5 times. On to the fourth. Let's get going. Pick 6 timers over 1,800 meters. Market's got this horse at the top of the board, Silver Links, and on Friday traded at 3 to 1 as the first choice. Is that the one to beat, Darren?
Well, definitely one for the short list. I would lean towards numbers 10 and 12. Now, the Canamare runner number 10, F8, also ran behind Hunting Trip. So see how Aphrodite goes in the third. If she wins, then you can have more confidence with F8. Good last run when stepped up in trip, and going to love this step up to this trip. So I'm going 10 from 12.
Okay, interesting. So Aphrodite wins, then perhaps F8's the right one.
I like F8.
Okay.
She is my clear topic, making good improvement with each and every start. Her half sister won over 2,000 meters, Clyde, so I think she's going to love the step up in trip. And I don't believe Silver Links can give her 4 kilograms, in my opinion. I thought Silver Links got a cracking ride last time out, although she got beaten. I thought she got given a perfect opportunity to pull it off.
Yeah.
In that race was Medler's Tart, who finished 4 3/4 lengths behind her. Medler's Tart is 4.5 kilograms better off at the weights, and she was staying on stoutly. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Medler's Tart finish closer, if not reverse that form with Silver Links. But F8, like I say, a strong first selection.
Okay. So, big story about F8, number 10 on the card. We've got a pick 6 for you. Let's have a look at what the plan is for the boys here. Darren's going to go just a bit more conservatively in the first leg with 1, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 10, 11, 15, then banker 5 later on. 2, 6, 7, 11, 13. And the last leg, all of 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 10, and 11. Again, is that a 50% perm for him, but of course, you can spend any percentage that you want to. Right, Daryl, let's have a look. Whilst there's confidence with F8, one does want to include 4 and 12, so 4, 10, 12 by 1, 2, 3, 5. The whole field in the third leg, so we're looking for a huge result there. Then 5 and 6, then 2, 6, 7, and 1, 3, 11, spending 3,456 Rand. Let's get on to now our next race on the card, which is race number 5. Jackpot time this is. It's a classified stakes over 2,200 metres. Just a reminder, our social media followers, please follow us on Twitter if you do use Twitter. Now that Elon Musk has finally purchased Twitter as well, as I've read in the news, for $50 billion. How's life? So there we go. At Weighted to Win's our handle. There we are. And we also got a WhatsApp number for you that you can take and make a note of, and you can join the Weighted to Win family at any given time. All right, so let's talk about the race. Darren Burrows on the line, Daryl Marie with me in the studio. And favourite at this point in time is Nothing Else Matters. Richard Fourie's taken the ride now. And I see priced up around 15 to 10, Darren, on a Friday morning.
Yes, Clyde, there was no value in his price. He opened like 12 to 10, a ridiculous price about this horse. Race time, you should get 5 to 2, 28 to 10, because he should be favourite. He is the horse to beat, but no value currently. So wait race time, he might get a much better price. He's going to love the step up in trip. He stays on strongly in his races, suggesting the 2200 right up his alley from a good draw. Dangers, horse like Coup de Main. Now his ratings dropped. He's having his peak run, third run after a rest. Aldo de Meyer in the saddle. I make him the biggest danger, but it is more open than that. But definitely the horse to beat, number 2.
You agree with that?
Yeah, Clyde, by Lusa Forte out of Silvano Mare, this guy's bred to go 2 miles. My concern is drawn 2, Clyde, and he lacks early toe in his races. He's going to be falling back and back. Will he get that split when he needs to? So I don't believe there's any value like Darren at his current price. Clyde, I think Coup de Main, the same horse that Darren touched on, I believe he's best when he goes handy. And I'm hoping, having his peak run, he's cherry ripe right now. I'm hoping they do push forward on him and he could be right there. Also, a horse like Twice the Master. Last time he never got into the race. And he's a handy type. So from a one draw, he's also a player over here. And don't discount the chances of number 3 over here, Mr. Monaco. I know you want to work right event up the straight, but he was staying on in his later starts. He's another one that's unexposed over this distance.
Sounds competitive to me.
Yeah, certainly.
Sounds tough. All right, well, let's go to selections this race. Whilst the favourite, Nothing Else Matters, got Richard Fourie on. The guys are not keen on taking that particular price. So if it does drift, perhaps it's worth a bet later, those who like the fixed odds. But we're into our totes, as you know, and that's why we're recommending a jackpot, where we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, by 10, 11, 15, by 1, 5, 6, by 2, 6, 7, 11, 13. That jackpot, we hope, will get that money back a good number of times if you spend 270 Rand. On to race number 6 on the card. Let's take a look at this event. I've got Darren Burrows on the line and talk to him, and I'll come to Daryl Marie in a moment. The 6th race, this particular event's a handicap at the 80 levels, run over the 1,200 metres. Interesting because there's much unknown here with lightly raced horses, so to speak, Darren. So let me pick your brain and find out which one you're going with.
Well, I've narrowed this race down to 2 runners or 3 runners. Voldemort, now he is a course and distance winner. I think he'll be better over the 1,200 metres. Last time I didn't quite see it out, but his penultimate over 1,200. He challenged Silvano's Dasher all the way to the line. Masked Vigilante from the Crawford stable. He's finding his best form, this horse, and he's not a bad horse on his day. He did achieve a 88 in the past. He's still lightly raced. I think he'll be right there. And then the Bass runner, Hammy's Hero of the rest.
Yeah, interesting, Hammy's Hero, because you'd like to see, I suppose, he's only had a couple of starts and just see if he can improve from that last spot. I remember us going for Hammy's Hero last time out, but maybe more to come today, Sunday.
No, he's lightly raced. Let's see how the track plays. They're both drawn high the inmates trained by Candace Bass Robinson. Clyde Masked Vigilante now is clearly off a very competitive mark. Last time out, he ran on well behind and beaten by a well above average sort. But I found some value over here, Clyde. Have a look at that run. Number 6, Captain's Knot, is 3 kilograms better for a 4-length beating. What price is Captain's Knot?
Captain's Knot is trading on Friday. Captain's Knot is trading at any price, 40 to 1.
Okay,
40 to
so
1.
he's been as high as a 96. He's down to a 77.
Right.
He's having his peak run, course and distance winner. I think he's worth a play strike over here.
Okay.
And let me just touch on another that I think could run into the money. Benjamin. He loves a course and distance. He had a wide draw to contend with last time out over the 7 furlongs. I think back up the straight. He'll be doing good work later.
Yeah.
But I think Captain's Knot at his current price is worth a little bit of a place bet, Claude.
All right.
I wouldn't go mad. I wouldn't go mad like you.
I'm with you. I remember Benjamin because that was around Durban, July. Was it Gold Cup weekend?
Oh, you got the money that day.
No, well, there was a Saturday, Sunday into Benjamin, so we understand there. But look, maybe it is Captain's Knot. We'll find out. Perhaps it's open. Let's see what the guys are doing. Daryl Marie says Captain's Knot worth a place. Hopefully 4 or 5 rand a drum for you. Welcome back to Weighted to Win. Race number 7 is a Progress Plate over 1,400 metres. Sunday afternoon, 4:15, there's a time the race runs. World Sports Betting, I can tell you, had the following up as favourite, number 5, Bright Green, at 22 to 10 on Friday. Second choice, Russian Rock, number 6, at 28 to 10. And then you've got Winchester Mansion trading at around 9 to 2. Triple Time, number 4, was trading at 6 to 1. And 7 to 1 about Silver Falcon in the race. And I'm interested to hear what you guys have got to say about Kitchikal. But let's talk to you, Darren. Start with you. What you like?
I like Bright Green very strongly. This is a Progress Plate. He's got a 104. He's got 52.5 on his back. He ran 5th in the Golden Horseshoe from a 14 draw in his penultimate start, flying up. Last time out, in need of the run, and the Durbanville track was running very fast. I think he'll win.
Okay, so you're quite confident about the Kanemayer horse. You, Daryl?
Clyde, you know, best weighted over here is the stable companion Russian Rock.
Yeah.
And we all know who he's run against, Almutana, Jet Dark, best weighted. But I know strictly on weights, Bright Green's only 9 pounds out, 4.5 kilograms. But I don't think Russian Rock can give Bright Green 8.5 kilograms. I think that's a hell of a lot of weight. A lot of Dean Kanema's horses have just needed that one run. I think he made fit that bill, and he's going to come on in leaps and bounds. And Clyde, you know, Keegan de Melo says he's going to get down to 52.5 kilograms.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Thursday. At the Val on Thursday, he rode a kilogram overweight on Houston.
Yeah, well, I hope he gets down. It'll be interesting. It's only a few days apart for Bright Green.
Well, he's going to be making the effort.
Absolutely.
So Bright Green ahead of Russian Rock for me.
Kitchikal, unexposed, so to speak, had a couple of runs, I suppose, in the deep end. Yeah, but I like this. I've seen this horse in action. I like the way it moves. Any sort of place chance, or is it too strong? Company.
Yeah, place chance. I'll give him a place chance at best.
Place chance at best. Okay. All right. Well, you know what to do. The Kanemayer horse big on this one. Bright Green's the play. So what does that mean from our perspective? We are going to go with Bright Green. The both guys are on Keegan de Melo here to win this race. The Ready to Run Stakes, it's a 600,000 Rand stake that's on offer over here to win this particular event. You get 296,000 Rand if you win it. It's over 1,400 metres. The market on Friday suggested Candace Bass Robinson and Elder de Male win it. Well, from a market perspective, Perushka's the favourite at 7 to 2. Second choice, number 7, Royal Aussie for Justin Snaith. They've also got number 2 on the card, To the Moon and Back as well. And then Vaughan Marshall's got number 11, Street Outlaw, who's trading at 6 to 1. Those are the top 4. The rest are in double digits. Darren Burrows, how do you see it?
Well, I narrowed this race down to 4 or 5 runners. Now, Royal Aussie was really impressive last time out, and I think he's going to run a big race here. Seeking the One, I think he's going to love the step up to 1,400. His half-brother, Seeking the Stars, a 1,400-metre specialist. So the only concern, the deep draw, I'm hoping he pushes forward. And I think Seeking the One's a massive runner. And of the rest, you've got to include Street Outlaw, Peroshka, and To the Moon and Back.
All right, so there are a couple from Darren Barrow's side. Daryl Marie?
Clyde Peroshka's best in at the weights. Well, he's a 85, a net 85, 2 pounds or 1 kilogram ahead of Royal Aussie. Royal Aussie, very impressive in his handicap debut. Really a nice horse in the making. Peroshka at the weights should run a cracker. But I like the look of number 2 over here, To the Moon and Back. Very encouraging comeback run. First up, Gelding. Probably in need of that. There haven't been any direct winners, but several placings from his latest form line.
Yeah.
And I actually rate this horse. I think he's a very nice horse. So I think he does represent some value. Healthy respect for Peroshka and Royal Aussie.
Nice to see Robin Klaasen rating there with a horse like Johnny Dogs. Eh?
Yeah,
I mean, whatever chance it's got, but it's nice they've got the courage to do so.
absolutely.
Good to see. All right, here's our play. Let's have a look what we're going to do. We are going with the quartet by boxing 2, 6, 7, 11, and 13. Ninth and final, how's it going to wrap up? Well, we'll have a look. Candice Bass Robinson's got Sugar Mountain. That was I Want It All has come out from the Northern Song form line to win. So perhaps that does build up the strength of the case for Sugar Mountain in this case. Darren, what do you like?
Well, for me, Sugar Mountain's a 1,400-meter specialist. Last time out, moved up like a winner and doesn't quite see it out. So the short run in at Kenilworth, maybe he'll get away with it. I thought this horse, Future Swing, with only 50 kilos to shoulder. I know he's got a deep draw, but he looks like a lovely horse in the making. The value definitely lies with Global Ally at a big price. Brett Crawford, Louis Mkotwa, I think it's 16 to 1 currently. His rating in his last 3 starts down from a 90 to a 81, having his peak run from a good draw. If there's an upset, it would be him.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Global Allies trading at 16 to 1. Daryl, I was talking about Sugar Mountain. Darren's not sure that it stays. What do you think?
One thing for certain, Clyde, he's off his highest rating. So Barcelona is improving with racing and time. And I wouldn't discount his chances over here. I mean, he's best weighted over here. He's joint best weighted.
Yeah.
So he's
With Pineapple.
he's going to run a cracker. Maybe if he gets quotes out within that final furlong or so, or half a furlong, remains to be seen. But
Yep.
I'm not ruling him out. I like the look of Future Swing over here. With 50 kilograms to shoulder, Clyde, I'm not worried about the draw. He'll be put in a forward position. They're going to battle to catch him. Well, I don't know about catch him. I don't think he'll go to the front. But I really think he's going to be hard.
It took a while to win, but I mean, I guess because we backed him 3-4 times in a row, but I guess it was the mile that probably made the difference, or the racing experience and all that sort of stuff.
Improving with each and every start. Got a lot more to
Draw
offer.
doesn't worry you, huh?
Even at the weights, Clyde, he's only 2 pounds out or a kilogram out currently. And he's not even exposed yet.
Yeah.
So I think he's lost to beat. I'll make number 1, Pardon on the Danger. Very impressed with his comeback start. He was never in doubt on that occasion. And he's got a neat draw, only 54 kilograms to shoulder. For me, it's 11 from 1.
Okay. So no surprises there. We'll have a look at the market now quickly. Well, I beg your pardon, what we suggest in the last race. And this is the guys that are taking exactas 1, 2, 3, and 11. But lots of talk about Future Swing. Well, thank you so much. With Daryl Marie, I want to wish Wayne, our engineer, a happy birthday from the Weighted to Win team. We wish him all of the very best. And he's one of our assistants, Shannon, is baked donuts. And once again, they do a great job at doing so. And we wish them a very, very happy birthday because we need their help to make Weighted to Win work. So all the best. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Clyde.
And
thank you,
to all
Shannon.
of you.
Thank
Have
you,
a
Wayne.
great show, everyone. Thanks for playing with us. Chat soon.